rearrange this guest room a little bit and set up all my sound in the corner where it belongs, and I'll probably set up something to hang a green screen behind it or something. Just didn't get to it today. Oh, you know what I need to do? Change my shirt. And we're on Facebook.
I'm sorry. I only took a
through
little.
Lark or through.
I only took a little.
You're getting to be a big boy.
I'm just a kid who's 4. Each day I grow some more. I like exploring. I'm Caillou. So
Do you have a Facebook? Do you still have a Facebook page on Lark or not?
Hey Chris, can you crack my back?
Sure, I got you.
Gotcha.
No, I'm done.
Gotcha. And I was saying my audio just came live through Facebook right now for a second. The audio's good, but like I said, I came through right now. I did for a second, and when it's gone.
There you go. And there's, what kind of sauce? Oh! What just happened?
Frozen.
Frozen.
The Godfather.
是 Godfather.
The Silence of the Lambs.
是上帝这么 nice.
Don't be a menace to South Central while drinking juice in the hood.
左边去那山上就能抽起来起来出去。
What are you wondering? What do you know? Why aren't you scared of me? Why do you care for me? When we all fall asleep, where do we go?
Come here.
Keep you in the dark.
Ice cube dispenser, Mentos. That. Oh, that worked so well. Whoa. What? Fuck you. Fuck you! Oi! No! Fuck you! Cut! Stop!
Prank time. Lucas! Yeah? Can you come kill this spider in the kitchen for me?
It's under the cup.
You want me to kill it?
Yeah.
Why are you filming?
Because there's a spider in the cup. I want to see your reaction. Careful.
Run.
You're
From heartache, from the pain, taking my message from the veins, speaking my lesson from the brain, seeing the beauty through the.
Think that you cool, but you ain't got a crown. Be watching and learning, cause I show you how. Looking at me like you want my man. What the fuck?
Papa!
didn't know what a 401
Are you serious?
Hey, how are you? Hey, I brought my friend Nathan with me. Hey, what's good?
Oh, you.
There is nothing I do better than revenge.
Hey, I'm on vacation every single day, cause I love my occupation. Hey, I'm on vacation.
Wait, let me show you something really cool with your phone.
I was talking to
I
someone.
know. It's super cool though.
Stop.
You're not gonna miss it.
What?
Hyphen. Have fun!
Stop.
Have fun!
I want you to be more numb. Bum boom, bum boom, bum boom, 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 bum boom, bum boom, bum boom. I want you to be more numb. Bum boom, bum boom, bum boom, 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 bum boom, bum boom.
Time. Let's send it out to our match commentators, Simon Brotherton and Stuart Robson.
You're back.
You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't get you hung up on somebody that you used to know.
Is your best friend a big thought? Does she think she's hot or not? Does she wear a fake tan just to make out with your man? Does she chase on it?
Did he tell you about that?
What? I'm making a TikTok right now. Can you just talk.
थक गया
हाँ तो मैं आपसे कितनी ना नोट गिन रही हूँ
सॉरी
Tell me what to do, and don't tell me what to say. Please, when I go out with you, don't put
बहुत हार्ड तू लटका के झटका के चलती है भटका के ध्यान मेरा तेरे इस चलने पे मैंने कुछ लिखा है पब्लिक को दे दूंगा ज्ञान तेरा ओ मैडम जी मैं तेरा भाई नहीं है धीरे चल कोई गाय नहीं है बस इतना ही बोल
Nothing? Just turn on vibrate. John!
Granny, are you okay? You've been in here a long time. What the heck, dude?
Grandpa said he liked chocolate, so I'm covering myself in it.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard. I'm going to throw up.
Yo, Brent, you know where my mom's birthday cake is? I left it on the counter.
Are you kidding me?
This is for your mom's birthday?
Hey, baby. How you doing, baby?
We are gathered here today to honor the memory
of me. I'm not sure what I did yet, but I probably deserved it.
Accents challenge. Crib.
Casa.
Renegade.
Bachata.
Hennessy.
Tequila.
5-0.
¿De dónde?
Well, I better go too.
Ooh, son.
Come closer. Come closer. I'm a normal alligator. You don't look normal. I'm a normal alligator. Come here. Come closer. Come closer, you sinner!
So I saw this TikTok where it's a trick of how to get your baby to fart. I don't know why people do this, but I'm gonna try it on my girlfriend. Okay, ready? She has no idea what's going on. Run, 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 run.
Hey, Dad.
Very nice. Yeah, it's great. I like little texture there. Son, I told you I'm busy, okay? Oh, yeah.
You catch it, you get it.
All right, let's go. Let's
You
go.
ready?
Yeah.
All right. Why?
I'm gonna catch it.
Okay,
baby.
okay.
I'm gonna catch it. Oh! Oh, I didn't catch nothing but a headache. That hurts so hard.
Oh, Joey?
Yeah?
Beatbox challenge.
Okay.
All right.
All right, Mason, let's see how many marshmallows you could catch in a row without dropping one. All
Okay,
right,
let's get it.
let's get it. You got this, bud.
Yes. Oh!
Yes, come on.
Oh, okay.
All right, this one's it, baby. Okay.
Oh!
Yeah, my mom says she wants to start seeing women, which ultimately I'm totally okay with. Bro, my phone! A free phone.
I want to go to the beach so bad. I'm in Miami right now. But I don't want to wear a swimsuit and have people look at me. Because I'm going to sit down and this is what I'm going to look like.
Hey, if you can catch it, I'll buy it. Oh my god. If you catch it, I'll buy it. Oh my gosh. If you catch it, I'll buy it. If you catch it, I'll buy it.
What?
If you catch it, I'll buy it. Oh my gosh, I'm done. If you catch it, I'll buy it.
No.
by Toilet Paper Charmin and Disney, Netflix, Hulu, all those great guys. Everybody get up off your butts and relax. Take a second, stretch your legs a little bit, move around. Folks, let's have ourselves a good time. Okay, let's laugh a little bit. All right, we're gonna have ourselves a blast. Thank you very much for coming back. This is our third show in quarantine comedy. Looking forward to having everybody here. We got some great comics on the lineup tonight. It's gonna be a fantastic night. Great news for all you folks that were bummed out that Disney shut down. It was fantastic today that I saw this. Turns out you can have the exact same experience when you go to Walmart now. You can stand in line on the outside and wait for 20 or 30 minutes and go in and get like 10 seconds worth of crap and then get your ass right back on out of there again. So it's fantastic. All right. I know a lot of us cried when we found out that Disney was closing, but hey, you can get the exact same experience and for about the same price just by going to Walmart now. So you have yourself a great time. Head on over there, stand in line. They'll tell you when you can go in and when you can come out. It's great, man. It's awesome. So having a great time here in socialist America. It's gonna be a great time. We're all having ourselves a blast. So make sure you guys just buckle up. We got a great time tonight coming in here. My other favorite thing that I'm noticing right now during this quarantine environment that we're having right now is face masks. All right, everybody's got to wear masks now when you go out in public. So not only do I need you to stay 6 feet away, which I was fine with. Okay, a lot of you little bastards were getting a little too chummy to begin with. Now 6 feet away, I think it's great. Now you got to wear a mask. Okay, so now we're all Muslim. We all got to cover half our faces, and this is great. So nobody noticed that this was happening until now, right? So this is what's going on. But my question is, or I guess a little quick side note, you can give your face a rest when you're in your own car. All right. You don't need to wear your mask when you're sitting in your own car by yourself. All right. Now, I don't know everybody. So your car may be filthy and it may be a breath of fresh air not to breathe in your own vehicle. I don't know. But I'm seeing a lot of people at stoplights still masking it up like they're ready to go into surgery. So there's either that or maybe it's a nail tech and she's late to work. I don't know. But there's a lot of them out there right now. So I just want to make sure you guys are staying on top of things. All right. But beautiful time out here. It's great. I hope you guys are all doing well, staying sane. Make sure you send us some posts, send us some messages on Facebook. And we're live right now on Facebook and on where are we at? YouTube, Twitter, Twitch or Switch or just go to Lark Entertainment. They've got all of our channels out there. Send us some comments. Let us know who you want to see. Let us know who you don't want to see, unless it's me, because you're stuck with me. It doesn't really matter. But let us know what you're looking for and some of your favorites and enjoy. And also let us know what you're doing to keep yourself sane out there right now. There's a lot of people that are just, I think like 4 people that I know of, including myself, have already finished Netflix. Okay, I'm done with it. All right. And I don't mean I'm tired of it. I mean, I've watched it all. I'm waiting for their next batch of, things to be released. So it's all done. It's all out there. I'd have to say my favorite thing to hate right now is probably the Tiger King. Okay, if I hear one more thing about the Tiger King, I'm going to throw up. So, that's one thing that I learned here is that Americans really value toilet paper way too much, and they also value white trash because that's one show that got way overhyped, and I can't believe I sat there for 7 episodes waiting for something to happen. And nobody got eaten. I'm a little upset about it. One person got an arm ripped off, but nobody got eaten. And you didn't even see it. You saw the aftermath. So very disappointed about that whole thing. If you're going to watch a nature show, you're watching it for the carnage. And all this carnage was just white trash, like trying to sue each other. Boring. Anyway, enjoy the show. If you haven't seen it already, you're going to love it. It's great. Let me think what else has been going on right now. I'm in lockdown. I'm currently in lockdown with a vegan. So we've got plenty of food. Like another 30 seconds until the refrigerator goes out, and then you're stuck. So then it's my turn to cook. I say, all right, yeah. So yeah, that beet loaf was fantastic, honey. But wait till you try my spam loaf. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be great, and that'll last you forever, not just in the can, but in the stomach as well. So you're gonna have a good time. I'm good. I'm having a good time here in California. I'm loving life. It is crazy. Everybody's having this whole little pandemic thing. We're all having ourselves a crazy time right now. But I'm loving it. And I've kind of acclimated to the whole lifestyle out here. I was a little worried. I got to be honest. I really, really was. When I first moved out to California, I didn't know, what it was all about. Only what I saw on TV. I knew Hollywood. I knew like surfing and beaches and things of that nature. And I'm a Texas boy, and I'm an outdoorsy kind of guy. I love hunting and fishing and camping. I love all that stuff. And I wasn't sure that they were down with that out here. And lo and behold, my first time I fly into LA, I'm downtown LA walking around. I'm like, holy crap, man, these guys love to camp, man. They just do it everywhere. It's awesome. Here I've been wasting gas driving to like places like, I don't know, like rivers and mountains and lakes and stuff. And you guys are like, hey, overpass, tent. Who gives a damn? Set it up. We don't care, man. I love it. I think it's fantastic, man. I could have saved so much on gas. Tackle, man. I've been wasting money on tackle and fishing poles. I could set up right behind Ralph's, man. Tent. Done. I'm going to go see if Vandy Camps is biting. I'll be right back. All right. And have yourselves a good time. It's awesome, man. You could have saved so much. So that's one of the things I have learned about being out here in California is we can camp anywhere we damn well please. It's fantastic. So keep it up, guys. I think I can't wait to learn more from everybody out there. It's fantastic. So what else have I learned? I had to get myself, like, that's why I'm under house arrest. I had to get myself a girlfriend. I found myself a vegan one. And again, I'm from Texas. I don't even know how you feed those. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. We've got vegans in Texas. They're called cows. Thousands of them. They're all over the place. We fatten them up, all right, and then we eat them, all right. And you can eat your cows here in California, not cows. You can eat your vegans here, but it's a little different when you do that. So just be careful with that. And then she's cool. She's not one of those judgy vegans. You've got lots of these vegans that are a little bit judgy about what you eat and what you wear and all that good stuff. She doesn't care. She lives her life. She does her thing. That's her lifestyle, and she chooses it. She doesn't push it on others. So those of you out there that like to push your agendas on others, now's not the time, first of all. Okay. And just live your life, eat, enjoy, don't worry about it. I've been to dinner with some vegetarians. Even they weren't even full vegans, but they were more judgy than anybody I've ever met. My dinner comes out, they put the plate in front of me, and I'm like, yes. And then this girl looks at me, okay, and she's like, ugh, is that at least free range chicken? I'm like, I don't know. It's fried chicken is what it is. I don't even know what the hell free range is. So I had to Google it. I had no idea what free range chicken was. So I go online. I'm Googling free range chicken. I thought maybe they taste better or something. So I go online. Turns out chicken that's made for our plate has one of two paths. Okay. Option one, the traditional method is, it's hatched, it's thrown in a cage. It's mass produced, it's injected, force fed, plumped up, marinated through life to be delicious. God bless America. Okay. This thing has been bred for nothing more than my dinner table. It's fantastic. But apparently this isn't very humane. They're not human. So that's probably why it's not very humane. But anyway, so it's not very humane. So what they've done now is these tree huggers and these little vegans have gotten together and said, you should treat your chickens better before you kill them and eat them. And somebody listened. So we have this option now. It's called free range chicken, and it's hatched and it's let outside to just run around. And it plays around with all of its little cheeky friends and has all of its little cheeky dreams and plays all of its little cheeky games. When I grow up, I'm going to be, that's what you're going to be, dude. You're going to be a chicken nugget is what you're going to be. All right. You've got no future. You've got nothing to worry about. And I'm supposed to feel better about eating this little chicken who had dreams and hopes of a future, as opposed to eating the one that spent his entire life in a box praying for death. This guy died for me, man. He woke up every single day. All right. I don't know what a chicken tender is, but I can't wait to be one. That's the dude I want to eat right there. Okay. All the rest of these other little happiness, I'm not worried about those guys. All right. So now that we're stuck and we're inside, nobody's picky about what they eat these days. All right. DoorDash has never been busier. Okay. Uber Eats has never been busier. So I guess it's a good thing that we bought all this toilet paper because apparently we're going to need it. But it's great. We're having ourselves a good time being stuck inside. When it turns out that if I had all the time in the world, I still wouldn't write that book that I've been talking about that I should be writing. So I think we'll be in pretty good shape. All right. But I will make video podcasts and video shows like this one here. And we're going to keep doing them all the time. So stick around and have yourselves a great time. Now, I'm going to move this show on because you guys didn't tune in just to see me. We got some great comics online today. A couple of them you're going to hear from live tonight. A couple of our pre-recorded, but it's going to be fantastic. So your first comedian of the night, a very funny guy from right here in the Central Valley. Please give a nice warm welcome and cheer loud because you're not here and I can't hear you. So cheer loud for Mr. Trent Babb. Take it away, Trent.
All right. Hey, thanks, Mike, you laughing whore. Good to be here with Quarantine Comedy. Thanks, Lark Entertainment, for doing this and giving me a purpose to live a little bit longer. My name is Trent, but all my friends call me Little Bitch. And I correct them, hey, I'm not a little bitch. I'm a big bitch. Thank you. Yeah. people do change their opinion of me when they find out my sexual orientation. Like when they first meet me, they're like, oh, queer. But once they get to know me and find out I'm straight, they go, oh, douchebag. Liked you a whole lot better when you were gay. Funny. I never liked you. Online comedy is weird for a lot of comedians, but not for me. You know, I'm used to putting on a show with no audience. It's called marriage counseling. Yeah. I am a happily married man to my lovely wife, Janelle. We've been together for 4 years now, and being married is nice. Getting married is weird because weddings have themes these days. My wife and I got eloped. Our theme was cheap. We're smart. We're saving our money for divorce court, okay? Think long-term, people, okay? Yeah. Getting married's weird, man, especially with social media. When I changed my status from in a relationship to married, Facebook's follow-up question, no joke, was, what are you interested in? Men? Women? Both? I just linked my wife's profile to my page, and Facebook's like, come on, Trent, what are you really into? Huh? I'm into my wife, Facebook. Now, Grindr, on the other hand, whole different balls game. Really. Love is about trust. I'm finding that out. Love is about trust. My wife trusts me so much, she took my phone and installed the Find Friends app. Apparently, I married Dog the Bounty Hunter. But she pays the phone bill, so... Go ahead, honey. Stalk me. Anything for that free G network. Yeah, that's free stuff, though. Free stuff comes with a price. You ever think about that? Free stuff has baggage. You know, like free Wi-Fi. Yeah, I can watch The Matrix while I get hacked. Free condoms at the bar. Ugh, gross. But so are kids. Yoink! Okay. How much did you guys pay for this performance? That's the quality you're going to get. See how that works? Yeah. I love doing comedy, though, man. It gives me a break from my job. I just opened up my own business. It's a thrift store cigar shop. Second-hand smoke. It's going to be a hit. Or a real drag. I don't know. We shall see. You guys drinking out there in the internet world? You guys drinking? Or are you having Michelob Ultra? Which one is it, huh? Got real beef with Michelob. They got a lot of balls calling themselves Ultra. They're the weakest product. Aquafina has a higher alcohol content. Michelob Ultra is the Frisbee golf of beers. Such a pretentious drink. Did you know if you drink an entire 6-pack of Michelob Ultra, you grow a man bun? No. I just hate the stuff, okay? I hate Michelob Ultra because it's impossible to get drunk off. I tried so hard one night, got pulled over. The cop's like, "You been drinking?" Yeah, Michelob Ultra. Pussy. Nice man bun, by the way. No! True story. For as bad as Michelob is, hey, at least it's not as terrible as Pabst Blue Ribbon. You know they got that a ribbon over 100 years ago, and they're still bragging? Pabst reminds me of the guy that peaked in high school and won't shut up about it. Do you remember when I was homecoming king? Do you Remember when I dated Dana Dancy? Do you want fries with your order? I gotta watch out where I tell that joke, man. One night, this guy's like, "How dare you? We drink Paps at our wedding. Tell him, sis." Yeah, don't tell that incest joke in Tulare County. Hits a little close to home for them. Sensitive subject. Yes. Speaking of alcohol, I'm a new parent. Yeah, that comes in handy. Yeah. My wife and I had our first child about a year ago. We named her Ruby because she's expensive. Baby formula is crazy pricey, like airport pricey. There's a reason they lock it up at Walmart, you know. Oh, man. But my wife insists that we get the baby formula that says brain booster. And I have to tell her, honey, we can't afford to send this kid to college. Not in this economy. Why don't we get the generic GED formula? And we'll pray she marries rich. Huh? Can't do that, though. No, you got to make mom happy, so I'm paying for the costly baby formula, man. I have never spent so much money on white powder before. Ooh, never mind. Really dropped the 8 ball on that one. I apologize. My dealer loves that joke. He really does. Something else about me. I graduated college with an English degree, and now I can get a job at Olive Garden. That's pretty sweet, you know. As a shift leader, chicks dig it. But I majored in English because I am so fascinated with language. Probably why I do this stand-up thing. But I love language. Like, I'm so confused about one thing, though. Why is it you can be at a place sometimes, and then other times in a place? You know, you're at work, you're in school, you're at a bar, you're in rehab. Dark days. The rule is to be at a place, it's got to be an option to be there. And to be in against your will. You eat at a Mexican restaurant, then regret it in the bathroom. Like Montezuma's Revenge. Huevos rancheros. Mijo, get more TP. I ate at Kalima's, and now my ass is in the ring of fire. You guys are at home watching a comedy performance, and I am in denial of what's fucking funny. Makes sense. Makes sense. Hold the applause. Yeah, man. My general message to you guys tonight is try to use this quarantine time to better yourself. Always work on yourself. You can always improve in some ways. Like something I just did, a big change in my life. I don't watch porn anymore because I found something way better. Women's beach volleyball. These women are tan, fit, greased up, smacking white balls. Porn stars are so fake. You've heard them, right? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Step brother. Oh, no, not with volleyball players. They're authentic. Oh, get it. Serve. Oh, I'll get it. I'll serve it real good. Plus, they have their sponsors on their bodies like tattoos. You know, a Nike swoosh on the upper thigh looks like it's pointing, hey, this way. Put it in here. Just do it. volleyball in general is a very sensual sport. The other night, I told my wife I think women's volleyball shorts are sexy. She went out and bought a pair. And guys, my ass looks fantastic in these things. Good game, everybody. Let's hit the showers. I'm Trent Babb, little bitch. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Wash your hands.
And Trent Babb, everybody. Okay, and thank you all so much for all your comments. Keep them coming, keep them going. I apologize for my friends that are tweeting us from I think it's Saudi Arabia. My Farsi is a little rusty, so if I tweet back with a joke, I apologize if it bombs. I really do. But and I'm not kidding. We got some tweets coming in from all over the world right now. That last segment was brought to you by nobody, because we have no sponsors. So if you'd like to sponsor the show, hit us up, shoot us a little link, hit us up on Lark or anything else, or hit me directly, Mike Words Comedy, on my Facebook page. We're always looking for sponsors to help us improve our equipment so that we can give us some top quality comics. So not that the comics we have here tonight aren't top quality. We have some fantastic guys for you coming up, and you're going to love them all. I promise you that right now. All right. I just want to make sure I do point out that just, we're doing our public service announcement. This is quarantine comedy. Make sure you are staying 6 feet away from everybody, practicing your social distancing, as well as washing your hands. Good hand hygiene. That is one thing that I did notice, and a lot of these essential employees are noticing that when their essential friends come out of the essential bathroom, they're like, "Hey, man, this soap stinks." You know what? It's always stunk. You just never wash your hands, you filthy bastard. So at least now we know who's been washing their hands and who hasn't. So hopefully, we're going to be paying closer attention to that going forward. All right. Now let's move the show forward again. This one's another live comedian. We got a couple of dead ones coming up later on, but we got a live comedian here tonight, coming right here through this whole modern technology. Please give a nice warm welcome. This guy's fantastic from the Fresno area as well. He's got his first Facebook special coming up immediately, like right now. So please give it up for Mr. Mike Wooten.
All right. All right. If you guys can do me a favor and calm down, please. Jesus Christ, man. Enough. I'm just kidding. What's up, guys? How's it going? Happy quarantine to everyone. Happy quarantine. Hope you guys are staying safe. Hope you guys are staying healthy. Appreciate it. Thank you. Me personally, just been living quarantine life, fucking trying to do it up. You know what I mean? What have I been up to lately? The girl that I've been seeing for the past like 6 or 7 months, she told me she needed some space. And then 6 days later, coronavirus happened. So I was kind of like, is this what you wanted, you fucking bitch? Is this what you fucking wanted? Jesus Christ. My buddy's grandma died. Come on, give me a break. Your own grandma could have died. Do you hate me more than you love your grandma? Give me a break. All right. I don't know. If you guys have ever been told that you need space from your partner, that just means that you're still dating. You're just not allowed to talk to them. So teach their own. Teach their own. Yeah. Quarantine's kind of wild, mainly because I just bought a house. So it's like, I really hope I fucking like this house because I'm going to be stuck in it for the next 6 to 7 months. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Yeah. Yeah, you bought that? All right. That's where you live for now. You can't even go outside anymore. You stay there. Yeah. Buying a house is pretty fucking wild. There's a lot of things they don't tell you about buying a house. For example, my credit's now fucked. That's something they did not tell me. But yeah, it's fucking shot. To the point now where if somebody stole my identity and they opened up a credit card in my name, I wouldn't even be mad anymore. I would just be like, how'd you do that? Yeah. Can you get me a car loan? Yeah, that's what I need. Yeah, get one for yourself. I'm not gonna pay it off. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. It's all good. It's pretty weird having a house, but like also being broke because it's cool. You have more space. You're no longer in an apartment. By the way, if you're in an apartment, fuck you. You're a peasant. I don't even want to speak to you. But It's crazy because I'll invite friends over. I'll just be like, come on over, man. Check out the house. Check it on out. But when they get there, it's weird because you're just like, your friends will come in and they'll be like, hey, why is this place empty? And it's like, yeah, hey, man, I said come over and check out the house. I didn't say check out the furniture. If you can give me like a couple more paychecks, I'm balling on a budget. Yeah. I'm thinking maybe like at this rate, I'm thinking maybe like September, a nice like furniture warming party. That's what I'm into. That's what I like. Yeah. But whatever, man. As long as I'm not like relying on my parents, that's what's awkward. I hate that. As long as I can like not hit them up for money, that's always embarrassing. Yeah, that's always a weird thing. I love my parents for sure, but yeah, hitting them up for money. That's what my parents. They're old. They had me when they were in their like late 40s, and now they're in their like late 70s. I'm not even 30. You can do the math on that one. I was never good at math, but it's kind of like if you have a roommate and your roommate's just like, hey, I really want you to check out this movie, man. This movie's fucking great. And they put it on, and as soon as the movie starts, they just get up and walk out of the room. And you're like, do I have to watch the rest of this? Yeah. Basically, what I'm saying is old people shouldn't vote. Yeah, if you're over the age of, I don't know, 60, don't vote. Yeah, my dad voted for Reagan last. Yeah, you shouldn't vote anymore, Dad. Don't do that. Yeah. I do love my parents, though. My parents are great. Love them to death. But like I said, they are old. My parents, they're very sweet, but very simple people. They're the kind of people that can go on vacation and somehow find the only Red Robin in that city. And it's like, hey, a Red Robin in Oakland? How did you find a Red Robin in Oakland? Maybe San Francisco, but Oakland? What's wrong with you? Huh? Yeah. Man, if they're the kind of people that, yeah, they do that. If they're trying to go someplace nice, they go to like Marie Calendar. And it's like, all right, yeah, that feels clean. Yeah, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. But I try to get them to like break out of their shell every once in a while. Try to get them to do something different every once in a while. But my parents are so sweet. They're so kind. Like the last time I tried to get them to do that, my mom was just like, this is so fancy. I didn't know this was so fancy. I'm like, Mom, it's Olive Garden. Calm down, Mom. They're all fancy. Yeah, of course they're fancy. They all love it. When you hear your family. Yeah, thanks, Mom. Yeah. Can you get some more breadsticks to the table, please? It's okay, Mom. They know me here. When you hear your family. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. That joke was brought to you by Olive Garden. Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah, that's what I've been up to mainly. Just hanging out with my parents whenever I can get the chance to break quarantine to go see them. They're old, but like I maintain my distance. Shouts out to that. I also picked a bad time to quit porn. That was a really rough one. Yeah, that's a really rough one. Didn't know that was actually harder than getting the house, believe it or not. And I don't know if it's just me getting older or if it's me like having different ideals, but I don't know. Like the last time I tried watching porn and they put on porn, I was just like, damn, that's a really nice kitchen. Like they have like the ice maker thing on the fridge. Like I want that someday. Do you guys understand what I'm talking about? Yeah, I want that. You guys don't. I don't want to fuck the plumber. I want to be able to afford a plumber to come over to my house and fix my pipes. That's what I want. Not fix my pipes, but the normal version of pipe fixing. That's what I want. Yeah, it's a weird one. I don't know. Yeah, I'm a big drinker. That's my thing that I like to do. We all have our vice. I like to drink. That's what I spend my time doing, especially during quarantine, just drinking a fuck ton. And I'm really glad that like my drink of choice is craft beer. I like IPAs. I like stouts. I like barrel aged anything. That's my shit. I'm glad that got popular because now alcoholism just feels like a fun hobby. It's like, oh, he's not drunk. He's just nerdy. It's like, you're goddamn right. I'm nerdy. I'm a fucking nerd. Let's fucking go. And believe it or not, yeah, fucking booze it's so fucking nerdy now. There's social media for beer. I don't know if you guys have been on that one, but it's true. Download it right now. Leave this stream right now and just download Untapped. It's called Untapped. And it's a stream for craft beer. You can check in what you're drinking, see if your friends are drinking, cheers each other virtually. Yeah, it's called Untapped. We are all virgins on there. We've never been tapped. We have never been tapped. That's how it goes. And yeah, it's a rough one. It's a really rough one. I got really into Untapped recently just because I found out that's the only social media that my ex hasn't blocked me on yet. So I've been stalking the fuck out of her on Untapped. I've just been looking at what she's been drinking and being like, dang, that's a really nice beer she's drinking. Did she get that promotion? I don't know. Yeah. Pabst Blue Ribbon? Will she text me later? I don't know. She seems like she's down on her luck. I don't know. She might hit me up. Yeah. Before quarantine happened, I was out at a bar. One of the last things I did before all this shit popped off, where we can't go out anymore, one of the last things I did was I was at a bar with my friend. And one of my friends, he was like, dang, that girl at the end of the bar, she's really cute. And I was just like, yeah, she's pretty cute. And he just goes, I don't know, man. I want to go talk to her, but I'm a little bit nervous. And I said, yeah, well, what? And he just goes, I don't know. I think I need some liquid courage. That's where I stopped him, because I'm like borderline. I'm like playfully tiptoeing around having a problem with alcoholism. Yeah. But yeah, I definitely don't need liquid courage. That's what I'll say. I do not need liquid courage. Because I'm a drinker. So sometimes when I'm drunk, I cry. Sometimes when I'm drunk, I piss myself. Yeah, I don't need that kind of courage. I don't need that kind of bravery in my life. Yeah. Yeah. True story. One time I hopped in an Uber and I pissed myself in the Uber and the driver didn't notice. In hindsight, he probably noticed. He just didn't say anything. He's a goddamn sweetheart. We still kick it sometimes. We still hang out. We're cool. We're cool like that. But yeah, I don't need that kind of I don't need that kind of courage. I don't want that liquid courage. I think what I need in my life, I think I need like cocaine courage. I want to be overconfident. I want to walk up to a girl at a bar and be like, bitch, I thought we were vibing, something like that. Just walk up and just shake her, something like that a little bit. Yeah. Because it's impossible to cry on cocaine. You can't cry on cocaine. You might start a business with your friends on cocaine. Let's move to Thailand for a summer, man. Ride some motorcycles, open up a steakhouse, something like that. But you won't cry on cocaine. Yeah. You might feel your heartbeat in your eyeballs on cocaine, but you won't cry on cocaine. That being said, if anybody wants to drop their address in the comments so I can come over to their house for cocaine, I suck dick for cocaine. Let's fucking party, guys. What are you guys all up to? Yeah. I'll leave on this one. Quarantine's been kind of rough because I am single. That's a fucking rough one. It's really hard to do. Basically because all online dating is fucking horseshit. Don't do that. Don't do that to yourself. Have some standards, please. Not to say that I haven't tried it. I have tried it. I did do the Tinder shit, that kind of stuff. You never know who you're talking to. I accidentally had sex with my third cousin on there. Yeah. I can't believe I had sex with 3 of my cousins. It's a rough one. Yeah, it's a rough one out there. And I feel like whatever like the teens are into, that's what they set like the standard for. So everything else eventually will catch on. So like online dating, that just became like, you need to fucking show your nudes. And I'm like, I don't want to do this at all. This sounds terrible. This sounds fucking awful. But here we are, regardless. Yeah, I don't want to like. What am I supposed to do with a picture of tits at 3 a.m? Just come over, or just I don't want to come at all. You know what I mean? I don't want to send anything back either, just because like I look like I've been drinking a lot of muscle milk and then not working out. So that's like my body type. That's what I've been working with. Yeah. And if you're rocking anything else, I don't know, man. Like, just online dating in general is fucking awful. I got catfished. I'll leave with this one. I got catfished on Tinder. That's a true story. I thought I had been talking to a 25-year-old female. Turns out it was a 60-year-old male. Yikes. Yeah. I was devastated. I can't believe I had sex with a liar. Yeah, I got trust issues, guys. Yeah, I got trust issues. I am straight though, but I will be honest with everybody. I have had a gay experience. I kissed a man one time, but it was for a game of Truth or Dare. So I felt like I had to, you know what I mean? The dare was follow your heart. The dare was be your truest self. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. No. If gay means happy, then I'm very straight. All right. Thanks, guys. Have a good one.
Mike Wooten, everybody. Again, make sure you send us your comments. Make sure you thank them. We love having folks out there, other comedians out there as well. If you guys would like to be on the show, hit us up, Lark Entertainment, or you can hit me up, Mike Words Comedy, either through my Facebook page or Twitter, any of those items, Instagram, all that good stuff. I think it's around me here somewhere, so feel free to check those things out. But we'd love to have you guys on the show as well. So by all means, hit us up and come on out and check us out. So once again, for Mike Wooten, thank you very much out there. Dude, I feel you on the online dating thing. I think it's ridiculous. Now we're stuck here and we got to do the online dating thing. This whole technology isn't the way I used to do it, man. Like when I went to college, there was a process, man. You went to a bar, you saw somebody you liked, you sent her a drink, she smiled, you went over, you bought her another drink. You had a nice little conversation going. You got to know each other a little bit. You bought her another drink. You both loosened up a little bit. You lightened up a little bit. You bought her another drink. Things are great. Okay. The next morning you wake up, her place, your place, didn't matter. A lot less eye contact. That's fine. You're sober, a little bit of headache. You're trying to find your clothes. That's all right. Thanks. I'll call you. You won't. But you both got what you wanted, right? It's all taken care of. It's all done. You do that nowadays, that's a felony, apparently. So you got to be careful with how you're dating these days. Now you got to we got to do the apps and you got to go online and you got to learn the lingo and all that other crazy stuff. And I just can't do it, because once I figure out what the lingo is, then they change it on me and then it becomes acronyms, and LOLs and ROFMLOs and LMAOs and all this other crazy stuff. And I figured that part out and I deciphered everything. And then now it's pictures and emojis and don't send produce because you can send the entirely wrong message if you send produce. So I'm not even sure how that whole thing worked out. And since when did an eggplant come to represent the male member? That's what I really want to know, because I've never seen any male member look like an eggplant that didn't need to see a doctor. Okay, so if yours looks all crooked and purple and puffed up like that, you need medical attention, like immediately, dude. All right. And if they had me in health class try to put a condom on an eggplant, I never would have taken my pants off for a woman ever. I would have been like, mine looks nothing like that. It's not going to happen. I'm sorry. It's just not going to work out that way. So, but anyway, we got some great comics. Again, if you want to sponsor the show, by all means, hit us up, and we'd love to have some sponsors on here. At this particular moment here, instead of hearing me chit-chat, you'll be hearing about your business or what you've got going on. So those of you guys that have now opened up your own home businesses, since you're sitting at home doing nothing, selling jewelry or makeup or whatever it is you're selling out of the house, by all means, hit us up. Candles will be a good one right now. If you're selling candles, because who knows how much longer the lights are going to be on during this whole thing. It's only a matter of time before we send home the electricians and the electrical workers. So candles might be a good business. And those of you guys that are serving food at home, that's another good one as well. So DoorDash, Uber Eats, you guys hit us up, man. We're all over the world right now. We're online. So please hit us up and just let us know what you need. Same thing for comedians. Let us know what you want. All right. Our next comedian, she's fantastic, a very, very funny lady from Los Angeles. She's been on, I want to say, oh my gosh, Live TV. I had my stuff memorized, and then I just let it all go there again. Here TV and Revolt TV. Again, a very funny lady. Please give it up for the Pink Fox.
Oh, hey. Well, I guess we'll get into it. Hopefully, you're at home and you're quarantined You're not running out of lotion from masturbating too much, or running out of snacks from eating too much, you fat ass. Hopefully you're being productive, or maybe not, because, trauma and such. Anyway, I'm just sitting here having a drink, reading the IKEA catalog, because what else is there to do? I'm the pink motherfucking fox. This set will be brought to you by Absolute Mandarin, as I've been drinking since we got locked in the fucking house. So, how about that one? There you go. Wow. Cheers. And if you are having a cocktail at this hour, which I hope you are having a cocktail, I encourage you to raise your glass and aim it toward the camera. Although I cannot see you, but join me in a toast to good health. Bow. There you are. Uh, mm. Alcoholism. So, are you enjoying weed at this moment? Is anybody smoking weed? I know I am, and plenty of it. A few different jars of weed. Got a couple of nice strands here, a few hybrid. I have a bit of a purple guy going on, maybe some light greens. Thinking about rolling a joint because hey, it's quarantine, and you've got nothing better to do than smoke. So you might as well do that. Anyway, how is the masturbation going? Speak up. I can't hear you. That's right, because you're not here. Oh my goodness. So, how about quarantine comedy? Is anybody enjoying this? This is lovely. I think the last comic is definitely got to get back to the therapy because boy, oh boy, those stories were fucking scary, is what they were. And then, shout out to the host, Mike, there, who doesn't know the lingo for dating now, which is really, ladies, just consent. So, there we go. Anyway, when you're rolling a joint, you want to get the raw cone, right? Because you don't want to go in with the papers. This is not 1991. You don't want to have to use a fucking zigzag. You're not ASAP Rocky. I'm not ASAP Rocky. I'm Pink Fox. I use a raw cone. And I'm not a cheap ass and get the 2 or 3 pack. You got to have a 32 pack of raw cones. If you're a real pot smoker, it's a 32 pack of raw cones. So stop embarrassing yourself and get the real shit. Because when you pull out the little one, the girl wants to leave. That's right. Pink Fox, Pink Grinder. That's what we do. I'll get back to that later. So, for those of you who don't know me, get a little cleavage there for you in your fucking home quarantine. You see that? You like it? Enjoy it? Good. I'm transgender. How about that? Jack off to that, you dirty motherfucker. Enjoy it. Take it all in. These are boobs. Grow myself. That's right. Recently. Yeah. They're brand new. Much like this fucking claustrophobia that I'm getting, if that's a word. So, being transgender, I do a lot of comedy shows in LA and I do a lot of TV stuff. And somebody said to me the other day, they were like, hey, Fox, do you realize that you're kind of like an activist, like Martin Luther King or Malcolm X, because, you're transgender and you're doing the whole activism thing for your community. And I was like, don't say that because they got shot. Motherfuckers both got shot. And I'll be honest, I don't want to get shot. And it seems like that level of success comes with a bullet. So no, thank you. I would much rather be just, sitting in the back of the bus. Somebody asked me to get up and fucking leave the bus. And then I go to the front and I sit down and I say, fuck you, like Rosa Parks, and give him the finger. Anyway, about hard work. It's so funny because people talk about what you can be doing in this pandemic. And I don't really think there's not much you can't do except eat out and go see a show, maybe. I mean, we've got the internet. You can do plenty of that, and you don't have to go to work. There you go. People hate fucking work anyway, so why are you crying about it now? Go fuck yourself. But, when I was a kid, I didn't remember summer vacation. I remembered summer job. I worked my ass off. You know what I'm saying? And when you remember summer job, I guess you meet a lot of white people. I myself am of the tan complexion. I am not fully white. There's a percentage in there somewhere. So, someone has dipped their pink, dipped their ink in the company oil. But also dipped their pink in somebody's fucking pussy, probably years ago. So, meet a lot of white people. And when you meet white people and you start hanging out with them and they become your friends, you don't really know a lot at first, but you start to pick up on different white traits. Like now, I could spot the breed of a dog just by looking at it. I just know what the fucking dog breed is. White friends, you probably don't think that's a talent. Black people never gave a fuck about what breed the dog was. Now I can see, I know that's a border collie. Never knew that shit before. It's nice. Also, when I go out to eat, I realized that I never knew I was just accustomed to the ghetto lesser shit, until you go out to eat with your white friends. And, you're so used to ghetto shit, you get something good and you think they did it wrong. That's right. You think that your dish has been made the wrong way and they weren't listening to your specifications. Only you've been having it the shit way and they've been doing it right the whole time. So that's embarrassing. Passing the plate around to everyone, all of your friends saying, hey, would you taste this? Something's off about it. And they're like, no, pretty sure it's perfect. And you're like, well, I didn't see a cockroach in it, and I thought this came with roaches. Huh. I went to dinner with a group of friends the other day, and as I said, I'm transgender, so I wear the dress and whatnot, and, I look good. I'm sexy. Nix the onesie, and I'm in the bathroom. And then, I'm in LA. So this woman comes in and she's built, she's got nice ass, everything, and she's built up. Fake tits, fake ass, fake nose, everything, right? And she says to me, oh, how you doing? I was like, hey, how you doing? And I was like, we got into a conversation. I let her know I'm trans. And she said, well, you're not a real woman. And I looked her up and down. I said, well, I'm about as real as you are. So that's funny. That's something that happened. I realized too, when I'm listening to white people versus my black friends talk, and people talk about hardship, the only time I ever, the difference is white people have only ever been inconvenienced, whereas black people talk about times they've made it out with their life. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of the time I get these stories and it's like, oh, well, and then the valet was late bringing the car. And then, I go to my black friends, I'm like, hey, so how was it? Oh, nigga, we barely got out of there with our lives. Yeah, they came in with Mag 10s and shot the whole place up. And that was daycare. Anyway, so that's that. I don't like the word tranny when I'm doing my thing. A lot of people walk up to you and say, "Oh, you're a tranny." I'm like, no, I'm not. You obviously watch the porn. That's right, because the word tranny is derived from when you type it in on fucking YouPorn or xnxx.com, whatever you're watching these days. So that's like walking up to your black female friend and saying, oh, you're such a beautiful ebony woman. Nobody says ebony. Nigga, you need to stop masturbating. That is right. You have a problem, sir. I don't like the word tranny. No, I prefer build a bitch. That's right. I'm a build a bitch. If you want to call me anything, call me a build a bitch. Because I get to put my parts together. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. And I gotta say something. When I do my live shows, because I wear mini skirts and things like that on stage. So what I say is fellas, I'm transgender, and I go through the whole spiel. And I just want them to know because fellas start looking at you and they say, damn, I thought you looked good. I thought you were a woman. And you say, well, I am a woman. And they don't give a fuck what the definition is or your explanation, because to them now all they see is man. And they've got to explain to their own psyche why their dick is still hard. That's right. I let men know so they don't try to beat my ass after the show. It's pretty much what happened. I heard we have some people in from Saudi Arabia. Bet you didn't expect to see transgender. How about that shit? Fuck yourself. So moving on. My dad's a gangster. Talk a little bit about me. Get to know Pink Fox. My dad's a gangster, and not a saggy pants gangster. Don't get it fucked up. I'm half Italian. Only the good side. Forget about it. And my dad's a suit and tie guy. So I used to have to go visit my father in federal prison. So I used to go, talk to my dad and shit. And I'd go into prison and be all fucking locked up. And, it was a nice time. It was great. We used to eat chicken wings. And, so telling my dad, who's a hardened criminal, hey, dad, I'm transgender. He looked at me, said, shit, what's that supposed to make me look like? I looked up at him. I said, overweight, because my dad's a fat spaghetti eating motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I don't dress you, you fat bastard. I dress me. So fuck yourself. Anyway, I told my mother it was a bit different. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom's a Jehovah's Witness, and I was raised Jehovah's Witness. That's right. I've gone door to door. I've gotten a door slammed on my face so many times. I said, fuck it, I threw my dick in one. Worked. It's cheaper than the surgery, in which I'm still saving up box tops for them new titties. So, hopefully that comes in. If only titties came in boxes of cereal. There you go. You could get that shit like a color changing spoon. It'd be nice. You just have to find the matching set, or you'd end up with a A and a D plus or whatever the fuck. The weirdest thing about doing stand up to no audience is you realize that you're in a room with a light and a phone and you're talking to your motherfucking self. And that's sad. And it makes you want to jump off or something. Luckily, I live in a rancher and there is no second floor. So I think I'll be fine. What else? Who's your favorite comic, everybody? Oh, don't say it too loud. I can't fucking hear you. Oh, me? Oh, you're lying now. Please. My favorite comic is Richard Pryor. That's right. And here I have the box set. Richard Pryor, all of his famous comedy works, every single thing he's done. And I've based my young career off of this book and finding out all of these things about my favorite comedians, some pictures and things that I've never seen. And for the life of me, I can't seem to find the page where he does comedy in a fucking pandemic. So that's out the window. Still trying to figure that one out. Hopefully everybody's remaining positive, by the way, in this time. It's not too bad. I had a lobster to myself the other day. I did my makeup. I wore a nice dress, and then I sat in bed and ate it as I wept. That was cool. Keeping my skills sharp. I'm doing a lot of writing these days, and hopefully you'll see me in a city near you at some time whenever the fucking, we find freedom yet again. I feel like my people have already found freedom one time. And now I guess back to the drawing board. What the fuck can you do, right? Only problem is the whole world is under this shit, so there's no safe place to go. Hopefully everybody's stocked up on toilet paper. Either that or you've just been, wiping your ass with napkins or taking a shower. Things you could have done as alternatives. I realized that when I went to the market, all the toilet paper was gone, but the paper towels were still there and the napkins were still there. And I'm like, okay, you're too good to wipe your ass with another form of the same exact type of paper? What the fuck is this? People and their bougie shit. Who the fuck knows? I'm looking at Mike, waiting for Mike to give me some type of bat signal to let me know to shut the fuck up and go finish eating my lasagna. So that'd be nice. I'm wearing a onesie because I figured so are you guys, so I might as well dress for the occasion. Fuck it. So funny, all of my friends and comedy fans and stuff, they give me all kinds of cool shit. If you'll see over my shoulder here, I've got a pink fox. I'm pink fox. There's another pink fox over there. I got a pink fox fucking keychain. I go to sleep with the pink fox shit. What I'm saying, people, is stop buying me pink fox shit. I've got enough of it. I'm tired of getting shit that's a pink fox. That'd be nice. You want to buy me something? Pay my rent. What else? I don't like women. I don't like men, actually. I love women. I don't like men. Can't stand dick. I hate dick so much I'm getting rid of my own shit. So there's that. But I am in the dating world, and I'm also polyamorous, which means I date multiple people. And unlike Mike, who went before me, I get tons of pussy. So yeah, that's nice. All the girls I date currently right now are strippers. That's also awesome. My life's fantastic. Did I mention I ate a lobster yesterday? Anyway, so bought a brand new BMW right before this shit hit because I figured what could go wrong? How about that shit? Yeah, brand new BMW because I had a fucking residency out of town. I was doing well for myself. Looking at my paychecks, thinking to myself, boy, one more week and I get that brand new BMW. And then I bought it home and they were like, the world is closed. And I was like, do I still have to make the payments? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, oh, fuck me, right? How about that? Anyway, it's all good. Trying to conserve my gas. It's premium, $60 for a full tank. It's nice. So I have to make sure that if I'm going to pick somebody up or, whatever, I'm not going to lie. I don't know how many people have had this. I'm calling it quarantine skleens is what I'm calling it. Are you having friends over for quarantine sklackage? Have you called over a friend and said, hey, how long you been in the house? 14 days? I need some ass. And she said, you know what? I have, and come on over. Works, right? I went to go get a girl a couple of days ago, brought her back to the house. That was nice. And probably might die from it. But you know what? I went raw because if I'm going to die from the motherfucking Wuhan, I might as well die happy. Fuck everybody. What else? I'm raunchy, by the way. And if your kids are watching this, you're welcome. Triple X comic. What else? everybody's, I keep seeing this when I'm on the highway or I need to like go to the market or something. I'm noticing that people are still buying In-N-Out Burger and McDonald's and shit like that. And I'm thinking to myself, this shit wasn't sanitary before the motherfucking pandemic. What makes you think it's any better now? Anyway, that's a whole nother that's a whole nother bag to unpack. So fuck, what can you say? You're gonna be like, it was in the nuggets the whole time. Really? As you bite into one. So kill yourself with that. Almost ordered a pizza today. That's right, I almost commit suicide. I got that depressed. I said, fuck it, I'll eat myself to death. What else we got going on? Haven't done makeup in a good long while. You wanna know why? Because go fuck yourself. That's why. Got a little bit of lip gloss on right now, and that's all you're getting. That's right. I'm gonna end my set with this. Fuck Donald Trump. Thank you and good night. All right, there you go. Bow.
The Pink Fox, everybody. All right, fantastic. Again, give it up, folks. Keep sending in your comments. One more time, cheer loud, and let me hear you clapping for the Pink Fox. That's fantastic. Some great stuff going on there. I can't say that I hate Trump, but I do have a bone to pick with Mr. Trump. Okay, here's the thing that's really ticking me off. All right, everybody's all pissed off about the wall and about his policies and all this other crap. But here's the thing that's ticking me off. All right, on his watch, while he's been in office, somebody took the meat out of the Whopper. There's a Whopper and there's a Beyond Burger that has no meat in it whatsoever. Meanwhile, we're worried about building walls and shit. Hey, Donald, I think you need to pay attention to what's going on here. Right? There's an American staple, the cheeseburger, that is being threatened daily. All right. And, Clinton didn't let that happen. Obama didn't let that happen. On your watch, while you were sitting in that chair behind that desk, they took the meat out of the Whopper, my friend. You've got some explaining to do. Lots of it. All right, we're going to keep this show going. A very, very funny guy. This guy travels all over the world making people laugh. Buckle up. He's our headliner tonight, and it's going to be fantastic. So please, a big star, features on Sirius XM radio all the time. We give a nice warm welcome to Mr. Greg Asturian.
Do you really headline a show like this? Is that what you call it?
That is.
I don't know. Oh, man. Hello from the apocalypse, guys. Holy shit. I've got my quarantine beard going because I don't. So yeah, no, it's crazy. It's a crazy time to be alive. Even for people alive. I am Greg Ashworth said I am from San Francisco, California. I perform all over the country, all over the world, and it's funny. It's like still 2020. I still hear stuff like this. Like whenever I'm on the road, I'm like, oh my god, great! How do you put the San Francisco so many new people there? Oh my god! And I love the gay people that are great. Great with gay following. A lot of my shows are great. I love that. And they realize that I'm not going to do not at the top of the market. I mean, there's similarities. Between the ability, I guess, and the media. The first to the both those people want to use as the football. But if you do that with your big dude, that's good. You get that here. Did you lose the audio? Mike, you guys that hear me? I can't hear you. How's that? You guys hear me now? All right. There we go. All right. All right. I was using all my fancy Bluetooth shit, and apparently that's not working. So we're just going to go with the generic MacBook Pro stuff. See, now I don't even know where you guys lost me at. Man, I'm spending this entire time stuck at home with my child, and I don't know how many of you guys watching out there are parents. I don't know how we're all gonna survive this, and I don't mean like as like a society. I mean like me or my son. One of us is not gonna survive this.
because we are going to kill each other. It's either going to be Lord of the Flies or it's going to be a Dark Dateline episode. I don't know which one's going to happen. I'm trying to like actively do things with my son, which is hard because I'm not an active person. I'm not the most outgoing physically. You guys probably wouldn't guess by looking at me. Surprise, surprise. But I have this 5-year-old child who looks at me and says, "Hey, let's go outside." And you can't tell a 5-year-old, "Nah, it's too hot. Let's see how many Law and Orders are on." You can't do that with a kid. So you have to actually like go out and do shit. It's like I have to gather up my son and come up with activities we can do that won't result in us running into other people that we have to avoid and not get germs from. So now I'm coming up with all this shit I have to do. I've got the kid, I've got 2 dogs. We're walking through a park trying to avoid people. I'm telling my 5-year-old not to lick things, not to touch anything. It's awful. And like here's the thing is that like who when you're a parent, your job is entirely to take care of this child. He is completely dependent on you. And his only source of protection during a global medical pandemic is a fat comedian with no medical training. This kid is fucked. I cannot stress that enough. It's like, if anything goes down, like I still remember the names of all the bounty hunters in Star Wars, but I don't remember how to start CPR for my 5-year-old. Like I don't know how that process starts. So I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do because when shit gets real, who knows? It's crazy. Like I delivered my kid. That happened. I delivered my child. He was born 7 minutes before the paramedics showed up. Yeah, that happened. And again, whose birth plan involves a comedian with no medical training? Nobody's. Nobody's does. Yeah. And I'm on the phone with the 911 dispatcher while my ex-wife was in labor, and like the girl on the dispatch was worthless. The whole time I just imagined her fanning herself, having a panic attack. I'm trying to calm her down. And then she says, "All right, now Greg, I need you to reach down and check and see if the baby is crowning." And crowning is a medical term that some of you might not know. And it's a medical term for wrecking the pussy. So I reached down and I felt a head, and I'm like, holy shit, this just got real. This is happening. 3 minutes later, I'm holding this bundle of noise and mucus and responsibilities and expenses in my arms. And I have no idea what's happening. And just ruined that t-shirt I was wearing, by the way. Completely ruined that t-shirt is what the kid did. And like it's a concert t-shirt. Like I already don't like this kid like this. Like when am I gonna see Rush again? Yeah, no, it's parenting during the apocalypse is something I didn't think about when I had a child. Well, really none of us think about our children when we're making them, hopefully. I don't know. I've never barebacked a girl thinking about like we're gonna have a wonderful family one day. That's never been a thing for me. I don't know. Trying to take better care of myself. My kid is he's 5 years old. He's in kindergarten, and I'm overweight comedian. I'm a smoker. I'm trying to make better habits because I want to see my kid's life. That's what I realize. Is that like I want to like be around. I don't want my heart to explode when he's in 5th grade. So I'm trying to take better care of myself. I was going to the gym, starting to do that. And it turns out the gym is not designed for people who look like me. Everyone I see at the gym is already in shape somehow. I don't know how that fucking worked out. And again, I'm pretty sure the only real place for guys who look like me is alone, quarantined in your home. I'm pretty sure I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be right now, is what I think. I get to the gym. I have no idea what I'm doing. So I go to the girl behind the counter, 24 Hour Fitness. I'm like, sweetheart, why don't you just put me in whatever class you think is best for people my size? She thinks about it for a moment, doesn't know how to respond, panics, puts me in Lamaze. Yeah, don't knock the Lamaze class. Great place to meet loose women, it turns out. Yeah, they set me up with a personal trainer at the gym. I'm in this guy's office for a half hour. This guy's completely tearing apart my lifestyle, and he sees how upset I'm getting, and he's like has these machines in front of me, and he's trying to like encourage me. Like he had me run on a treadmill, And I'm like arguing with this dude, like, this is, you don't realize this is a floor that you put on top of the floor, right? You understand that? And you can't have that argument with someone who's devoted their entire life to fitness. Because he's like stammering and trying to defend it, like, oh, but Greg, it rotates. It keeps you saying, great, it rotates. Great, it rotates. A machine is getting exercise. That's wonderful. That's great. Why don't you make a treadmill for guys like me, one with an ashtray and a mini fridge? That'd be nice, you know? Oh, man. Set me up with a nutritionist. This guy, again, I'm in his office for an hour, tearing apart my lifestyle. And he sees how upset I'm getting. And these are his words of encouragement. Don't worry, Greg. You can still have all the salads you want. Because that's what I was worried about on the way there. Please, God, don't let him take away my mixed greens. All the salad I want. You're going to make me chubby, Doc. That's what you're going to do. This guy wanted me to eat salad as the food. Salad isn't food. Salad comes with the food. Salad is an indicator that food will arrive. You go to a steakhouse, you order a steak. What do they give you? They give you a salad. They don't charge you for it because it's worth anything. It's in food. I'm on this diet. I go to a restaurant with my friends. I order a salad. Waitress says, well, what do you want in your salad? Haagen-Dazs. Just melt that shit down and it'll look like ranch. And the worst part is that because I'm in the entertainment industry, so all my friends are skinnier and better looking than me. And they have these, what I refer to as skinny activities. That's what I call it. They have these activities they participate in that I feel like they invite me to participate in with them just so they will see what happens to someone who looks like me doing this thing. My friends called me up last year around this time. They say, Greg, we're going bungee jumping in Mexico. Do you want to come with us? No, I don't. Greg, are you afraid the bungee's going to snap? We jump off a bridge. If the bungee snaps, you'll go in the water. No. I'll go through the water. There's shit after the water. Like Mexico. I mean, a rubber breaking is the reason I was brought into this world. It's not going to be the reason I get taken out of it. That's what I've decided. I'm not sure about a lot of things in life. That's something I'm pretty firm on. You know, it's like, I don't even know why would you go bungee jumping in Mexico? Is there no more tall shit in America? Did they run out of that? I don't get it. My friends, they just want to invite me around just to see what'll happen to me. Same friends took me water skiing. Yeah, you ever do this shit? You stand on a boat. You're getting dragged by a boat, standing on skis. The problem is I'm a big dude and I'm weighing these things down. So it ends up being more like snorkeling really fast is what it ends up being like. Yeah, and I'm in a black and white wetsuit getting pulled by a boat. So 50 yards away from me was a family of orcas. They were concerned. All of us are here. Who's that? Oh, let him go. He's just a baby. Same trip. My friends, we're all going to go parasailing. You guys know what this bullshit is? They strap you into a parachute and then you get pulled by a speedboat. No, fuck that. I refuse to be the YouTube video of the fat guy who stalls the outboard motor. I'm pretty firm on that one. That's nothing. It's nothing I want to partake in. A couple years before that, my friends went skiing in Tahoe, snow skiing. You know, they invite me along. I figure, okay, I'll go to Tahoe with my friends. I'll look at the mountains. I'll go to the casinos. I'll have a good time. When I got to Tahoe, my friends, my good friends, they gave me tequila. And apparently, after the 5th shot of tequila, you can ski. Should be a fucking warning on the bottle. Fat guy on skis with a slash through it. I get dragged to Heavenly Ski Resort the next day. I'm still a little drunk, hungover from the night before. I don't have my own ski suit, surprise, surprise. So my friends buy me one. It's white because that's my color. I'm at the top of the slope. I look like the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. And I've never done this before, so I don't so much ski as much as kind of plow into the snow at the bottom of the hill. And I'm laying there. I'm in pain. I'm expecting sympathy from my friends. Instead, what I hear is a little kid, and he's crying about 10 yards away from me, closing. Oh no, Frosty's dead. That's what he's saying. And I want the kid to, to feel better. So I have to get up, and I'm like, there must have been some magic. Right into the fucking ambulance. Frosty's going to need some Percocet coming out of a Pez dispenser. Let's get that set up. I can't do it, man. I can't do the physical activities. It's just not, it's not the way I'm wired. It's not, I'm not, my dad and my brother are both jocks. They were both athletic, and I was a reader. That's how I spent my time when I was growing up. I like to sit around and read books. And now, as a result, I'm much fucking smarter than my dad and my brother. My father's not a smart man. I have memories as a child of him whispering to my mother, "Tell the kids to go outside and PLAY so we can fuck." Not a smart guy, my old man. Also, my brother, he has an amazing partner. She's great. They just had their first kid, and so everybody's playing the new baby game. Like, oh, he's gonna have his eyes and her nose, and I'm just like, yeah, but I've seen his girl, and she is not a prize, at least not first place. So this kid is gonna have his eyes, her nose, and my sympathy is what this kid's gonna have. I'm gonna have to teach this kid how to write a joke one day. I have a hunch. um, Yeah, no, my dad and my brother were jocks. I played Little League for a couple years. I sucked. I was terrible. Um, and finally got fed up with it. And I gathered up a bunch of my fellow large mammal kids, friends, and we all got together. We started our own team. We called the team the Off Constantly. And we still sucked, and we still lost every game. But now we'd get to hear the other team yell, "We beat Off Constantly! We beat Off Constantly!" And that made us feel better. It's the little victories you get when you're a big kid, moments like that. Yeah. Oh, man. My family's nuts. I'm a weird combination. My mother's from El Salvador. My father's Armenian, grew up in Beirut. And together that makes me everything Toby Keith hates about America conveniently in one person. And as a result of that, I've had a weird mixed upbringing. Like my mom's side of the family, my Latino side, they're all up here in California taking your jobs and shit. And a couple years ago, I decided that I was going to go to this big family reunion that my family throws every year, Christmas time. Like, okay, I'll go to Southern California. I'm not paying for the trip. I learned something. When you travel on a Latino family's dime, you don't take name brand planes, it turns out. I showed up to Oakland International Airport, and I got to board Enrique's plane. And I got to meet the pilot, Enrique, and I got to watch him and his cousins tie my luggage to the roof of the plane. And then I get to my seat, and like, I feel bad for anybody who's stuck sitting next to me on a plane. I'm a big guy. I can't keep hiding that from you guys. Like, the fear of getting Kevin Smith off an airplane rules my world with how much I travel for comedy. I get to my seat, and I learn something. Turns out there are people bigger than me in this world. In the seat next to my seat, flowing into my seat, is this woman. And I'm going to paint a picture for you guys. This chick looked like Jabba the Hutt in a sundress. And, you know, I look at her, I'm looking at the ticket, I'm looking at her, I'm looking at the ticket, looking at the seat, looking at her, looking at the ticket, looking at the seat, looking at her, looking at the ticket, looking at the seat. And she looks up at me and says, "Oh, is this your seat?" Uh-huh. She proceeds to lift herself up out of my seat. I'm like, okay, that's considerate, I guess. I sit down. She lets herself flow back on top of me. So I got to sit there like slave girl Leia for the entire flight to Los Angeles. I also arrived there in LA, and I got to experience something that I'd never seen before growing up in San Francisco. I got to see what I thought was a gang fight. Explain to you guys what happened. I rent a car at LAX, the airport. About 5 miles away from the airport, I blow a flat tire. I'm pissed off. I'm annoyed. I roll into this parking lot. I'm frustrated. I look out my window, see all these guys dressed in red. Shit. I look at my other window. I see all these guys wearing blue. And they're both coming my way. And I'm freaking out. Like, I'm panicking. Like, I don't know what to do. Like, I'm looking for my West Side Story soundtrack. Like, I don't know what to do. I'm panicking. That's suddenly I realized that my car was parked between a Target and a Best Buy. Close call. I get to visit my family in LA. I'm down there, and I have a niece, 7-year-old niece, adorable little girl, cute as hell, spoiled little bitch, turns out. I found this out when I gave her Christmas gift. I got her a Barbie doll. 7-year-old girl, the hell else was I going to get? I got her Barbie doll. She opens it up. The first thing she says to me is, "Uncle Greg, Where's Barbie's dream car? It's fucked up. I had to play it off. I'm like, well, sweetheart, this is teacher Barbie. She can't afford the dream car. In fact, she comes with a lot of debt and a degree in performance theater. I have a nephew down there. He's 10 years old, and they bought him one of those little Nintendo games, the Switch, and they bought him a Pokemon game for it. And he's explaining it to me. Apparently, Pokemon is an abbreviation for pocket monsters. Thank Christ, because I would have lost my shit if I heard him say to his mom, "Mom, I'm going to go to my room and play with my pocket monster." No, sweetheart, that's what Uncle Greg is doing because he didn't bring a girlfriend to Christmas again. It's funny. I'm divorced. I got divorced a few years ago, and what's funny is that now I was the first one to get married. So all my friends are settling down now that I've already gotten married and divorced. So now I still have to participate in all the wedding bullshit for my friends, even though they're married and I'm not, or they're getting married and I'm not. So I have to organize like all the bachelor parties and all this stuff like that for all my friends because I'm the only one who's single. So I have to organize a group of grown men to get together, erect and unsatisfied as a unit. I think the next one of these I have to plan. I'm just gonna like text message everybody a picture of 2 blue ping pong balls. They'll know what's up. They'll know what that means. I took a bunch of my friends for one bachelor party to in San Francisco. We went to Broadway Street, where all the strip clubs are at. You know, little red light district down there. And it turns out the further you go down Broadway Street in San Francisco, the nastier the strip clubs get. Surprise, surprise. At the last one we went to, I saw something that I had never seen before on stage. I saw a midget stripper, and I don't know. That might not be a PC term, midget. I don't know what the right term is. Ellie can correct this later. I don't know. Little sexy person. I don't know what the term is. But she was on stage and she was pole dancing, whole thing. The problem is that she's this tall. She's this tall. She's on stage. She's climbing up and down a pole. She looked like a lumberjack climbing a tree. It wasn't really that sexy. And of course, she gets off stage. She comes over to me and my friends. She asks me if I want a private dance. How could I say no? Beyond the fact that shit was half price, like right off the bat. I want to warn you guys, though, getting a private dance from a midget stripper is not the erotic celebration the Lollipop Guild you expect it to be. It ends up being more like having a Pomeranian hump your leg. So I'm weighing the pros and cons of whether or not I want to give her $1 or hit her with the paper. I imagine there's one benefit to having a little person stripper. You can pay her under the table. You guys, that's been my time, I believe. I've got my 2 live comedy albums. They're both available on my website or on iTunes and all that stuff. Live at Deluxe and 50 Shades of Greg. Thanks a lot. This was a lot of fun. This was more fun than I expected it to be because I love the sound of my voice. I think, Mike, are you going to take me out of here? Are we good? Or is that the end? Bueller? I don't know where Mike went, so I guess I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going for a little bit. I'll tell you guys one more story. We'll call this an encore, I guess. There we go. Apparently Mike had to go to use the bathroom. All right, so I'm going to keep going. It's summertime. It's about to be summertime in a couple months. It's going to be warming up. I don't know if people are going to be going out or what, but I'll leave you guys with this story. This is an experience I had because I have terrible friends that we've gone over with already. My friends know that I like the water. I like the water. I like the pool. I feel safe in the pool. I don't like the ocean. Shit bites you in the ocean. I like the pool. I like to frolic in the water. I'm a frolicker. You wouldn't guess we're looking at me, but I am. And my friends say, "Hey, Greg, why don't we go to a water park? That's a compromise, right?" I'm like, sure, water park, pool. I figure same bullshit. Turns out there are rides at the water park. Horrible rides made by bad people. Um, I get to this place. The first ride is the giant slide. That's how it's built. Giant slide, 3 stories tall. And it was giant. And my fat ass is looking for the elevator. No, apparently they expect me to climb up this entire goddamn thing. Took me 3 hours probably. And people behind me were like complaining. They're all angry, like that I'm not moving fast. I'm like, really? You guys thought I was gonna fucking jog up this thing? Why don't you guys sit up some oxygen? You don't want me to get lightheaded and fall backwards, right? You don't want that to happen. I get to the top of this thing. I've never done this. I've never done a slide like this before. And I was expecting like, like some like celebration that I made it all the way to the top, like a vegetable platter or something. No, it's just a fucking 16-year-old who weighs 12 ounces, wearing a life jacket and with a whistle, telling me that I'm next. And I go off this thing, and this was a big slide. Like I'm going down this thing, I'm building up momentum. I'm a big guy, and like there's this little pool at the bottom that's 8 foot by 6 foot. My fat ass hydroplaned right the fuck across that pool. Like I'm like in the parking lot getting distance, like HIJK, please God, let me stop. Finally stop. I get up, I go back to the front gate to try and get back in. They want to charge me for another ticket. I'm like, buddy, I'm in flip flops and a Speedo here. Do you see a wallet anywhere? And he looks at me and he says, I don't even see the Speedo, sir. You guys, my name's Greg Azorian. Again, that's my time. Is Mike back? Mike is back. There we go. The only one with a spotlight. Thank you. You guys have been a lot of fun. Thanks for tuning in.
Greg Asdorian, everybody. Oh, fantastic. Sorry, nature called. I got like 2 rooms full of toilet paper. I had to get started on it, so I apologize. Took me a little longer to get back. So, but we're good. Greg, very funny stuff, man. And again, follow him on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram. Follow all of our comedians: Pink Fox, Greg Asdorian, Mike Wooten. We got some great folks out there. And next week, we got another great lineup coming up. So you got to make sure you check us out. Follow Lark Entertainment online. And you can follow me as well. We are always posting when our shows are coming up. We got some great things coming up these days. We're all stuck here indoors. We're looking for something different, something new. So we're going to bring you some live comedy until we can get back out into the restaurants, into the clubs. And again, a lot of my comedians that are sitting at home, just writing away. If you want some place to make sure that it works, give us a call. Hit us up, and we'll do some shows out here, and we'll get you online, and we'll have a great time. It's gonna be lots and lots of fun. So it's a whole new world that we're in right now. 6 months ago, we sat and watched Netflix because we wanted to. Now we're forced to. So it's no fun. You know what I mean? It's just not any fun at all. It's like when your wife says you can sleep with anybody you want. Well, that's no fun there. Part of it is all the sneaking around, right? It was fun when we got to like watch streaming video at our desk, and try to get away with it, right? And now we're allowed